Hi everyone, Jessica here from Paper Ink Stamp and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I wanted to share with you a new release by Hunkydory. So this is a project that I got involved with as part of their design team. So the new launch, this is the Moonstone die set and this is the Happy Places Set the Scene collection. So there are four different sets or scenes, so I've got two of them here. So the ones that I've got, this one is called Countryside Path and this one is called Fairground Fun. So I will pop on screen just a picture of the other two. So you have got Manor Gardens and then you've got Harbour Town. So some really beautiful scenes that you can create using these dies. So each one of these comes with a set of 5 dies. So you have got 3 main scene dies and then you've got 2 extra elements. So I think all of them come with a sentiment and then you've just got a sort of coordinating die as well. So for this one, this was that Countryside Path. So we've got a windmill, we've got a bike with some flowers and you've got a path on here and then you've got some flowers again with another path. We've then got the sentiment Hello Lovely and then we've got 3 butterflies. So for this one, we've got our Fairground Fun. So we have got the roller coaster, we've got a Ferris wheel, and then another ride. Then we've got a carousel, we've got a pirate ship, we've got a tree just in here, and then we've got another ride. So this could be for the fair, this could be for a theme park. So this could be great for if you're planning a theme park birthday, taking someone to the theme park, then you could use these to create maybe some invitations or just your card kind of generally. So with this set then we have a sentiment and this reads have a super fun day, and then we do have this little ticket die as well, which is really cool. So that's the bits that come with these 2 sets. I'm just going to show you a picture of each of the cards and projects that I did create for this release. So another element that comes with this release is we do have some of these Zed Fold card blanks. So these are matching for each of the different sets. So of course I've got then the blank cards for both of these sets. You can buy this as a big bundle, you can buy these just the set and the coordinating papers, you can buy them separately, so you can really choose and sort of mix and match what you want. So if we look at this Fairground Fun, so you can see here we've got 3 different panels and you can see then that these pictures are going to coordinate with our dies, and I will show you how to create these Zed Fold cards, but you can see that then our die is going to line up perfectly with that image, and it means then you've got a card all ready to go. In some of my examples you can see that I've used alcohol markers to colour them in, not just using these blanks. So you can see on this side we then have the next die down, and then if we just turn it over on the back, this will then be the actual back of the card, so you've got a place to write, and then you have our middle section as well. What this pack does include is different variations in the colourways. So you've got here a blue sky rather than this kind of creamy sky, and then you do have different coloured rides as well. And then you've got a good amount of grass on each of these if you wanted to add some more embellishment. So now we can have a look at our countryside garden. So again, different colorways for this. So at the back here we do have our windmill, and again, like I just showed you, this is gonna match up perfectly. You will have a bit of a bleed edge, so it's really easy to line these up. Then at the front we have our flowers with our path, and then again if we turn it over, once again you've got a place to write your message, and then this will be our middle section, which is our bicycle. So I'm going to show you an example of how you can use these Zed Fold card blanks to create our cards. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have my card blank facing up where we've got the two sides, and then I'm just going to firstly run this through the die cutter machine. So all you need to do is really simply just line up your dies with the imagery that's actually on the card base, and we need to hold that in place. So I'm just going to grab some washi tape. And I'm going to put one piece at the top. We want this to stay in the exact position we need it to be in. So I'm going to put a piece top and bottom. Let's just grab one more piece. So we're going to have that there. But for now, let's run this through our die cutter machine. So I've run this through, so let's take off our dies. So there you can see that we have our bleed in here, and it's quite a big bleed, so like I said, there's no way that you won't be able to really easily die cut this. So quite simply, you can see that this is just going to come out. So you've got a few sort of inside pieces here, and we can use our pokey tool just to poke those out. And you can see then it's taken out our sky. So if you've got any sections which maybe hasn't die cut quite as well, so you can just run this through again. So this is quite an intricate die, because you have got quite a lot, so you might need to adjust your plates. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to quite simply take a pair of scissors and I'm just going to cut along where it hasn't quite die cut. So now we can start taking out this side as well, and again then you can see just how easily that's come out. So once again we can poke out all of our little pieces. Okay, so there we have all of our inside sort of poked out, and now we need to die cut this middle section. So you can see that you've got sort of two little nicks. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it on camera, but you've got two little nicks here, and that is then going to join up with die cutting our bike from the reverse. So let's just take some of our washi tape. Let's just line that up, and again I'm going to tape top and bottom, and we're going to run this through the die cutter machine again. Okay, so now we've run this through, we can take off our bike like so, and then hopefully if this has lined up correctly, it should then just take that whole top bit off. So like I said, if I just show you, so each of these have got extra little cut marks coming across. So the idea is then that you can join those up using your card base, and it will just take that whole top section off. So we've got that. I mean, you could still use that if you wanted to as the sky. In some of my samples, I did use this section just to kind of get the most out of using these card blanks, and as I said, I use that then for the sky. So again, let's just poke out all of our sections, and this has got a lot of detail on here, and I just think they're so beautiful because they're just so easy to create. You've seen that it hasn't taken us very long just to die cut this. If you want to add some extra embellishments, of course you can do that, but it's just super easy. So there is our bike section cut out as well. And then we have our front. So your card base should look something like this. So what I'm going to do before we finish this card, I'm going to add the sentiment. So the way that these sentiments works is it actually die cuts this out from your page. So again, in some samples I've used this in different ways. So I've cut it out as a panel and then used it, and in others then I've just used kind of what's left over. But I'm just gonna die cut this from the front. So let's just get that nice and straight. So this is going to read hello lovely, but of course if you have more than one of these, you can mix and match your sentiments, or of course you can just use a sentiment you already have. So now I'm going to run this through the die cutting machine. Okay, so let's take off our sentiments. You can see how that's die cut into my card. So you could potentially keep this lovely word here, and you can use that for other projects, so you're not wasting your wastage. And you can as well, so we just get that out, just like so. So you've got lovely, and then you could take out this hello as well. Again, on one of my samples, I did die cut this out and use these bits here. So let's just pop that up there. So then we have our die cut. So now we need to kind of assemble our card into the Zed Fold. So to do this bit, you will need a scorer. So I'm just going to use my old paper trimmer that I've kept literally just for scoring. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up this line here, which is the difference between the two panels. You've got the different colours there. I'm just going to line that up, and I'm simply just going to score down it. Then we can move it across, and I'm going to do the same for this one here. And that is then all of the score marks that you will need. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold along here. So what we want is for all the colours obviously to be facing the front. So I'm just going to fold that over. I'm going to make sure that it's nice and straight. And then I'm just going to take a bone folder and I'm just going to reinforce that fold there. So again, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to bring it over. Again, just reinforce that. And this is then our Zed Fold card. So if you just see it from up above, we can see that it is that shape. And then if we look at it straight on, we've got all of that super beautiful detail. So we've got our windmill with our trees in the back. We've then got a few flowers with our bike. We've got our path that comes down. And again, then we've got our flowers in the front. And then, so the finished project is, so it's 4 inches wide by sort of just under 6 inch. So you'll be able to get that into a 4x6 envelope. So I've also just put together the Fairground Fun one as well, again using the Zed Fold blank card base. So we've got the same principle again, so you've got that really beautiful Zed Fold design, you've got those lovely scenes, and I really like this one. I think this was maybe my favourite out of the two that I used, just because I think it's really great. Like I said, it's going to be perfect maybe if you're going to the theme park, if you want to create maybe some invitations, if you want to just as a surprise, you know, something like that. Maybe if you're surprising your kids with a trip to like Disneyland or Florida or something like that, I think these would be really great because they're just quite generic, or again even just for a birthday card for someone who really loves going to the theme park. So you've seen just how easy these are to put together. So again, you can use these in so many different kinds of ways. Again, using them with the card bases, you can die cut them from some white cardstock and just use your favourite colouring mediums just to add in all of those details. I just think they're such a great, really easy card to make. If you just need to make a card, these are going to be perfect as a go-to die set. So I will pop some links to the products in the description box down below, so be sure to check those out. And there's lots of different sort of variations on how you can buy these bundles. You can pick the ones you want, you can pick it with or without the card blanks as well. So be sure to check out those links down below. So that's it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It is greatly appreciated. And leave me a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so you don't miss out on any future videos. So that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting.